Boston Hubbard, your host, and I will be tuning you in on this season 1 episode. So, today, we're going to be having our lovely guest, Sean Sharma. Come on down, man. Oh, nice to meet you. It's good to see you. Alright, Sean Sharma will be discussing with us about what it's like when his brother goes off to war and how it makes him feel. So, Sean, I'll hit you up with the first question here.
Alright, hit me up.
Where does your brother serve?
My brother is in the Navy, and he's currently a midshipman in Seaboard. He's finishing his course degree. And this spring, he will be commissioned to his EOD tech training, which is explosive ordnance disposal. So, diffusing bombs.
That's a little intense.
Yeah, very dangerous.
How does that make you feel?
Well, Boston, it's funny you asked that. I was just thinking about this the other day when I was walking on the beach. Alright, and you know, I feel very big sense of pride for my brother, but at the same time I'm deeply worried about if he's going to be safe, which most people probably will be, and if he's going to make it home, because every family that has someone serving in the military has that thought, and the only way to get through is to have faith in him.
And to build off that word that you just said, home, when he comes home, how does it feel when you have to know that he's going to leave and the possibility of him not coming back?
You know, it's like I said before, it's very scary, but all I know is that he's doing the right thing serving his country. And it's just what he wanted to do, and we gotta respect it. So we have faith that he'll do the right thing and come home.
And how do your parents react to it? Are they okay?
Well, my brother's wanted to do this his whole life. Like since I can remember, he's wanted to join the Navy and serve his country. And my parents have had a long time to prepare for it, but of course my mom, she's still very scared about the possibility of him not coming back. And although my dad has those gifts too, he has the utmost respect and pride for his son.
And do you think the Navy gives them enough time to come back and say hi to the family, or do you not see them enough?
It really depends on the job, because these men volunteer their time and their life for the country, and depending on what job they do, they have a certain amount of time to defend the country and to be home stateside with their family. So, in my opinion, yeah, they do give enough time because they know how much time they need to protect our country. They go on tours. It's their choice. And when they do come back, they spend all the time they can.
All right, well, thank you for coming out. I appreciate all your help and everything. And I'll let you tune in on the next episode. And that's all we have for today. Our next episode will be who really did take the cookie from the cookie jar. Tune in. See you next week.
All right, so my topic was talking about how your family members, and if you have one family member as a soldier, the benefits, some of the struggles, how a family would react to it. And surprisingly, the government really does help everybody, all the soldiers, and the families of the soldiers, because there's foster care for the children. If their father dies or mother dies, there will always be great insurance, so you don't always have to worry about all the bills. And they have days throughout the year, like July 5th, Spouses Day, that help mothers or husbands or wives kind of get over the fact that maybe some might be dead or any of that. And the time of when they're home depends and varies based on what job you have, and that usually is what's really hard on the families if they don't know if they're going to come back or not. But they come back on a normal Navy, Army, Air Force job. They'll be back every 6 months, which is half a year. And half a year isn't that bad if you think about it, because most of the kids that age are doing it for college reasons, and they're here for our country. And if you sometimes need to look back past the fact that it's just your family, and you need to look at that they're doing it for the right reasons and they're here to help us. And then there's also a couple negatives that you can see because you know, if they die, like that's a huge struggle, and they don't really benefit that much to families of one soldier in the Navy, because if they do die, there's not much you can do about it. But if you have multiple family members in the Army, if one of them dies, then next one, or if you only have two in the Army, the one who didn't die is enforced to come home, and they no longer have to be in service, so that they can still have time with their family. And then for kids, I looked at this one memo, and this kid was talking about how a childhood was kind of lost because both his parents were in the Army, and he was a foster child. But he said, "I'm glad they were doing it for the right reasons. I still got to see them, and I found all the right sources so that I could still see them and have a good life in the end." And then the fact of that sometimes they may not come back is also the second biggest struggle for families, and you just need to focus on that they're doing the right thing, and that's what Sean was talking about, is how you know, it's not always about the families, but it's about your country, and that's exactly how I believe too, even though you may lose someone you love, but you need to focus on the good in the end.